Guys, I have a problem. Okay, the very last page of Tokyo Ghoul, chapter 62, when that ghoul was biting open the mouth of the CCG dude. Why is the first thing I thought of? Damn, that ghoul's breath must stink. I mean, dude is getting his face and mouth ripped open by this ghoul, and that's my first thought. Some stink ass ghoul breath. I mean, this ghoul already looks kind of crazy, and we know ghouls eat humans, so there's probably some rancid blood and like all types of smells, and this ghoul doesn't seem like the type that wakes up and brushes their teeth every morning. So I don't know why that was my first thought. Anywho, now that we got that awkwardness out the way, I don't know why I thought that. This chapter was great. It wasn't like a, oh my god, what the fuck, I can't believe this just happened kind of chapter like we have gotten the past few chapters being, but it was still great nonetheless. I enjoyed learning about Eto, a little bit about how she grew up. I think it was like 13 or 14 years ago, how she had to resort to stealing and stuff to get by, and just seeing her become the author that we know. And there was also some humor thrown in this chapter, which we don't get a lot of in Tokyo Ghoul anymore, considering how fucking serious it's been. Like when the guy kind of blew off Eto and the other guy came and said, you fucking idiot, go get her right now. But she's about to make us millions. She's about to make us rich. And he just kicked dude out the chair, and the face he made and him hitting his head on the floor. I don't know why, but I thought that was pretty damn funny. And I think it's pretty cool seeing Eto still being the big dick all those 13 or 14 years ago, somewhere around there, how she was in front of the Agedi members still sitting on the throne like a fucking queen, getting the praise and respect from the Agedi members even at that young age. I think they said something like how badass she was against the CCG members and how she can always come up with money. They were basically praising her, and this is what I like to see. I like to see exactly how a character became who they are in terms of like respect from their underlings. Seeing Eto being the big boss even back then was pretty cool in my opinion. And I also like the scene where she saw her dad Yoshimura through the window and she like ringed out that book. I mean, it looked like a hardback cover book, so that takes some serious strength. Like she has a serious flick of the wrist right there. And this chapter kind of gives us a better understanding of how she felt about her father, at least when she was growing up, when she was a teenager or whatever, because she said, hey mom, I'm not gonna run away like my bitch ass dad. And then of course the book scene. So I wonder if she actually hates him still, because the last time we saw them interact with each other, at least when he was conscious anyway, she saved him, you know, around the end of Tokyo Ghoul, the first part, when she hopped out the owl and said father and then swallowed his ass back up. But of course, we do know that she put him in a test tube along with Dr. Kano. So did she really do that to save him, or did she do that to, you know, continue Kano's research or whatever? So it's kind of unclear if she actually cares about her father right now, but tell me what you guys think about that. And I do believe Eto has major respect, or at least considers this guy a friend, you know, the editor guy that snitched on her, because when he saw what she had in that airtight thing, you know, the human face that she had in storage or whatever, she didn't kill him because he was right in front of that desk or cabinet, whatever it was, when she walked in on him. She could have easily just killed him and added him to the collection. And even after he snitched on her, begging for her forgiveness, she's like, you know what, lift your head, I appreciate all you've done, etc., etc. So I think that because he did help her out so much in her life, you know, helping her become this awesome author, she does appreciate him and thinks of him as at least a comrade. So I didn't think we'd get that side of Eto, because at first she just seemed like, you know, all bitch and all about the mission, and anyone that interferes or she considers a threat, she'll kill. But if that was the case, she could have killed that guy years ago when he first found out about the face thing, because you could really tell that she knew that he knew, like when she tilted her glasses down and said that your face looks really pale, dog. So I think that she knew, but she kept him around and didn't want to kill him because she appreciates what he did, and not many people have done good for her or good by her throughout her life, considering her background. I mean, this guy basically took her in, made her this author, bought her a cell phone, which I'm pretty sure she never had anyone else do for her. So, I mean, I can understand why this guy is awesome, and Eto is awesome for not killing him. But I find it so hilarious that Kaneki is like, well, this guy said he saw this and that, So we're suspecting that you may be a ghoul, knowing damn well that Kaneki knows that she's a ghoul. Like, I mean, of course, a few chapters ago, we saw him straight up say her name when he saw her pop out the one-eyed owl. We know that he knows 100% that she is a ghoul, but just seeing him pretend like he's Sasuke still and playing it by the book and like, oh, we suspect you of being this and this and we got evidence. Like, Kaneki knows. He doesn't even need any evidence. If he didn't want to bring it up, he could just go all ghoul and, you know, take her head off right there if he wanted to. But I just love how he's trying to play the CCG like the good CCG guys did. And the small clash between jbDAuchiha and the CCG members at the end, I really wasn't that concerned. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm not concerned. You know, the guy that got his face bitten open and the other person with the hair in their face, I wasn't really concerned about them because I don't really know too much about those characters. So, you know, if they're killed right here and now, I'll be like, damn, you know, some more CCG members gone, but it won't affect me like, say, Shirazu's death or something. But the only thing that catches my attention about this confrontation at the end is Musaki's there. And I love Musaki. Musaki's fucking awesome. So, the guy with the face bitten open, unless he has some crazy ass regenerative abilities or something under that mask or bandana thing he has that we don't know about, he's gone right now. He has his mouth like chewed open. His nose down is wide open from this ghoul's bite. And the other person with the long hair, I don't know what he or she is going to do. I don't even care about these characters, to be honest. If these two get taken out, it's going to be Musaki versus Takizawa and also that other stink-ass breath ghoul. So that's what I'm most concerned about at this confrontation at the end. Musaki's well-being. I don't really care about the other two, but I really hope Musaki comes out on top. And this chapter further illustrates exactly how crazy Takizawa is. Like when dude was like, Hoji would be so happy to see you like this. And then Takizawa's reaction with that Hoji-san thing. I mean, it's just so sad because I remember how competitive he was with Akira in the first half of this story, and just seeing him try to be the best. And I just loved his character. He seemed like the underdog. I was really rooting for him. And look at him now, talking about pineapples, popping people's heads off, you know, doing the signature crazy guy head tilt thing. It's just so sad to see him end up like this. And I really hope it's not too late to turn Takizawa around. But as of right now, he's crazier than Kaneki was when Kaneki turned white hair, because at least after Kaneki turned white hair, he still had some sanity. I mean, he would have his fits of insanity, but for the most part, he still remembered who his friends were. You know, he didn't like go crazy and kill Toka or anything like that. But I don't know. I really hope Takizawa can snap out of it. If not, someone's going to kill him. Takizawa's going to die. Maybe by Akira's hands. I don't know. But Musaki is going up against Takizawa and the Stank Mouth Ghoul. That's what I'm going to call that ghoul, the Stank Mouth Ghoul. And I don't know if the guy who got his mouth bitten open is dead, or if he's still going to fight with, you know, half a mouth or whatever, or if the person with the long hair is even badass. See, this is what I mean. I don't know anything about these two characters. But hopefully this fight will kind of get me warmed up to them. But I just hope Musaki is going to be alright by the end of this. That's all I really care about. Tell me what you guys think is going to happen with Eto. Do you think she is going to, like, resist? Do you think she's going to come quietly and wait till Kaneki and her are alone someplace where they can just go all out? Because I just do not see Eto allowing Kaneki to get her all the way back to the CCG, unless this is a part of her plan and she secretly has more jbDA members trailing them so they can lead the other jbDA members back to the CCG and kind of do like a raid thing. That would be pretty cool, I think. But tell me what you guys think. This was a pretty interesting chapter. Nothing too like, oh my god, what the fuck. But it was great storytelling. I enjoyed seeing more about Eto. I enjoyed seeing more about how she felt about her father, at least when she was growing up, how she became an author, and her relationship with this editor guy. Because let's get real, this editor guy is not really a main character. He's not necessary to the plot all that much. So, like I said, I enjoy seeing characters' backgrounds, and even if the other character isn't that big or that important to the plot, it's always nice to see where another big character came from. But tell me what you guys thought about this chapter. This has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.